Hey YouTube, welcome back to the channel. Every year I take a few moments to appreciate my favorite gear from the previous year. In 2021, I tried out quite a few new pieces. Some were really great and some not so much. This year I wanted to share 4 new pieces of gear that I really love and one standby that I just don't give enough love but continues to save my ass on the trail. So hey guys, 5 pieces of equipment new for 2021. My first item that I really love is the Thermarest NeoAir X-Lite Sleeping Pad. It weighs in at about 0.8 pounds or 360 grams for the regular pad. Now this is the long wide version and it's a little heavier at 1 pound or 480 grams, but it gives an extra 5 inches in the length and 5 inches in the width, which really makes it a comfortable pad in your tent. To get it that light, it loses some durability as it's made from 30D polyester. The pack dimension is comparable to the bargain pads at 9 inches by 4.5 inches. It's a great 3-season pad with an R value of 4.2. It includes the stuff sack and very quick to inflate and deflate using the new wing lock valve. And it has one of those inflate sacks, those blow-up sacks as well. I tried it out on my trip up to Pipestone Pass and it was really comfortable. It lasted on all types of terrain. Out in Pipestone there's not much trees, so you're on some rough terrain, and I found it's a really durable pad. It's a little bit crinkly. The sound is a little bit noisy when you're sleeping, but a great pad. I really love it. It's a little smaller than some of the other ones I was using, and it's way lighter. So it's a keeper, and it's one of my favorite pieces from 2021. Now next up is the Nemo Hornet 2-person ultralight tent. Now I was using the Mother Hubba for years, but that's a 3-person tent. It was a little roomy for trips when I went out by myself. So I was looking for a 2-person for my solo trips, and I settled on the Nemo Hornet. It weighs in at 2 pounds 1 ounce or 935 grams. It's got 2 doors and 2 vestibules, so it can work for a 2-person tent, but really comfortable, lots of access for 1 person especially. Comes with the Feather Light single pole construction, so setup's really easy. And it has the dual stage stuff sack, so you can pack it like I do in 2 packs with your poles separate, but this stuff sack actually collapses out, so you can include the poles right inside it. It's perfect for 1 person, and it's a lot smaller and lighter than my Mother Hubba. And for me, for my solo trips, this is just what I ordered. So it's definitely a keeper for me for 2022. Now the next item up is the Patagonia Torrent Shell 3L Rain Jacket. Now what I love about this thing, it comes in plenty of colors, so you can find a color that suits you, but it weighs in at 12.1 ounces or 343 grams. It's waterproof and windproof, so it's a go-to for me. I always throw it in my pack, and I hope I never need it, but I almost always do. It's got underarm zippers, so when you get too warm, you can unzip these things, and they open right up, so it lets that perspiration out. And the other thing I really love is that it stuffs inside its own pocket, so it packs up really neatly inside my backpack, and for that reason, it's a keeper for me. I like it a lot better than my old rain jacket. It's a lot more versatile, more comfortable, and it breathes a little bit better. So that's a keeper for me for 2022 as well. Now the last new item is something that I just recently bought and reviewed. It's the Flextail Gear Tiny Pump X. Now this little mini pump has a 1300 milliamp battery. It's a USB rechargeable with a Type-C output, so I can charge it on my power bank. It's got a camping light mode, so I can use it as a lantern. It inflates and deflates my Thermarest pad and all my other pads as well. And it's got a charge indicator light that tells you when it needs to be charged. It's small at about just over 2 ounces, so it's really handy to have it in my kit, and I'm looking forward to trying it out in the spring. It's a really nice addition, very inexpensive. You can find this on your popular online retailer if you're interested. And the last item, something that I just never give enough love to, that's come out with new versions every year, but it's my my Garmin Fenix 5X Plus GPS watch. Now, the 6X Pluses are out, but you can still get the 5X Plus, and it's really not a drop off from the 6. It's a multi-sport GPS watch that estimates your heart rate and includes color topographic maps. So I don't bring another GPS, I just wear this watch. It's got a pulse ox sensor that monitors your blood oxygen levels as you gain altitude. And now it weighs only 95 grams or 12.1 ounces. And it's got a 1.2-inch display. The battery lasts about 13 hours in GPS mode, or 20 days if you just wear it as a smartwatch. It stores up to 500 songs, so it plays my music when I'm out there too. And it's compatible with Spotify and Amazon Music. And it features Garmin Pay, which unfortunately is not available in Canada, but I really love this watch. It saved my ass a couple times where I program it in with my course before I head out, and I just wear it. I set the course up on my wrist, and while I'm walking, if I'm off trail, it's going to tell me. So there's been a few times where I've missed the turnoff to another trail, and I've only gone maybe a few feet past the trail, and there's a buzz on my wrist that tells me, hey, you missed the turnoff. So I go back. It saved me a lot of backtracking and a lot of grief. So for that reason, love this watch. So that's it for this week, guys. What kind of gear have you guys been using in 2021 that you might recommend for me to check it out in 2022? If you guys have any questions about any of the 5 things I talked about, why don't you leave your questions in the comments below or chat with me on Facebook or Instagram. I really look forward to hearing from all of you. So until next week, I'll see you guys on the trail. It's Papa Steve on the move.